Hello, everyone. I'm Alicia McKenzie, as you can see in the corner of the screen. I'm here to talk about my leadership interview. I interviewed Dr. Myava Clark, who I met this year. I met her very recently. I met her in September at the Harlem Book Fair in New York City. I was there to sell my children's books, and she was there promoting and selling her recently released book. And I made a connection with her because she showed me her book, and I was very intrigued by the topic. And I was reading some of the pages while she was talking to me, and I just felt there was a there was a similarity in terms of our experiences. Although there is a gap, career gap for sure. She's um, a very interesting, very accomplished woman. Dr. Myava Clark. She is currently the program director of the Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy program at the University of Cincinnati. She's been in that position for 5 years full time. Well, first she was a professor, and then she became the program director. So she was a professor from 2019 to present. Then she became the program director last year. She is also the chief executive officer of CASIN, LLC, which stands for Collaborative Advancement for Social Emotional Needs, which helps mothers strengthen their relationships with their children. And it focuses on helping children with learning differences and unique abilities, the ages of 9 to 13, work through their social and emotional developmental situations in the classroom. So she's helping them to build confident and independent children. So that's the organization that I was very, very interested in because it connects to the work that I do in my life. She's also a respiratory therapy clinical instructor at Community College of Philadelphia and a respiratory therapy laboratory specialist. And she's been there in those positions for 20 years now. So, and then she was also a registered respiratory therapist at the Children's Hospital Philadelphia for 25 years. So she did that from 1994 to 2019. So she has a lot of work experience. So when we started the interview off, she was telling me that she is the youngest of five children and she's the only girl. So that really was a formative uh, a crucial part of her formative years because she said to me, you could either be the princess or the tomboy when you're one of five, one girl out of five. She said that she became a tomboy and that she was a fighter because her brothers were rough. And she said the defining moment of her life was when she went to middle school and she made the decision that she was going to act like a young lady. And then she was intentional about it. So she became intentional about her actions when she was a preteen in middle school. And from there, she chose to go to a private school instead of a local neighborhood school. Her dad offered the choice between going to a private school or a local neighborhood school, and she chose the private school. And she said that that's when she started to be very thoughtful about who she was going to be and how she was going to present herself. When I asked her who influenced her the most, like in her career and her vocational path and just personal development, she said it was her undergrad professor named Dr. Laverne Wissington. She was her mentor, and this was when she was a biology major. She said Dr. Laverne Wissington was the only Black professor in her department for nearly 30 years. And she um, was the one that helped her to gain a better sense of herself. And she said that as she was mentoring her, they became friends. And then even after she graduated, they continued their relationship. And she said that Dr. Wissington encouraged her to go to grad school and to become a professor. She said, you would make an excellent professor. And Dr. Clark had doubts, but she said that even when she felt doubtful, she borrowed her mentor, Dr. Laverne Wissington's confidence in her to move forward, because she did end up getting her master's and then getting her PhD, and she became a college professor. When I asked Dr. Clark, how would she describe herself as a leader, she said that she is an inclusive leader, that when she was learning about leadership in her schooling, that she chose inclusive leadership. And that's how she directs her faculty members at the University of Cincinnati. She says she doesn't want to micromanage them. She says she wants her faculty to trust her, and she wants them to trust themselves, and she wants to make them feel confident and that they're going to make the best decisions based on their skills. And she said that she wants to encourage them and help them to feel like they can move forward and that they know that she's going to support them and that she's going to help them when they reach out to her. So she wants it to be interactive, but she wants them to be more independent. So she's less directive. And when I asked her how her leadership styles change over the years, she said that it hasn't changed much because she said that when she learned about it, that's what she chose. And she said that she's likes to listen to people and she likes to hear people out. And she lets them share their opinions and she wants their feedback and input. And she said that when she has a vision for her program, she listens to their feedback and they contribute to it. And she said that it's a collaborative effort, it's teamwork. And she knows that when the faculty and when their input is used, that they feel like their voice matters and their opinions are heard. And then that makes them buy into the vision and feel like they're part of what she's putting out. So she said that, they help drive her to her destination and it's a team effort. So she's inclusive. She's not dominating them or overly directive. And it just reminded me of the Dallas Mavericks CEO, how she came and how she her leadership style when she was talking about navigating challenges, how she included her team, her coworkers and her people that are on her team and her staff. Um, She talked about being emotionally intelligent and compassionate and empathetic. So I did sense that when we were talking because she was probing me and digging deeper and she said she believed that's her gift. And I definitely sensed that. And so the qualities and traits that saw that she displayed and that she discussed is that she was self-confident, she had insight, she had drive, she's very intelligent. She got her PhD with distinction. She's responsible, she wants to be a role model for her children and other children, and she was persistent. Her educational journey it was like a 20-year path, a longer path than she expected because after she got her bachelor's degree in biology, she took some time off. And of course, her mentor encouraged her to go back, and she did. But when she started her master's, she got pregnant with her son, and she had to take time off. And then when she went back, she got pregnant with her daughter, and she took time off. And then she talked about how she got accepted in the PhD program after taking years off, and she took 4 years to go into the doctorate program even when she was accepted. And so she said that the journey is about being patient and being graceful and trusting in God that everything is going to come together. And she said that after she got her doctorate, that all of the work that she did, she um, she incorporated it after 5 years. She said that she was learning to become a leader in that time, and then she was developing, and then now she feels like she is the leader that she was training to be all those years. I thought it was so important when she said, "I believe you are born with leadership qualities. Whether you're a leader or not, things have to be cultivated."